Hello, welcome to the LALA Show. My name is Al.
My name is A.
And this week we're doing 男神大 PK, which is like a male celebrity tournament style. So this kind of gives you an idea of me and A's taste on male celebrities or in general. So I created a list for her, she created a list for me. I'm going to go through each person to find our ultimate bias. Yeah!
Yay!
Okay.
Can you explain quickly for everyone listening what a nanshan is?
Nanshan, okay, so basically male god. So in terms of, your favorite celebrity, he is that person that you love absolutely. He is your god. And also could be 女神 or female goddess, right? Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean,
I don't think it's necessarily... It doesn't have to be like romantic, right?
No, I mean, it could be a general respect. You really love this person's work. He's just kind of like an awesome humanitarian. Like anything can be categorized as your nansen.
That's good because on your list I have some people who are married.
Awesome. And I mean that's great because I really don't have, I feel like I don't have that ultimate person that's gonna like top every single person all times. It just kind of depends on their era and the time and the work that they're doing at the time and the changes that they have throughout the years. Because sometimes when they start out, I don't even look at them, and then a few years later they become my nansen, And also in your list, there are just some funny things I put in there just because I just want you to freak out. I
should have done that too. I was being so serial when I was compiling this list. I should have put Yang Di on your list.
Why? I don't even know him. Okay. It'll be like the first out. Okay, anyways, I'm going to start with A. So, are you ready for this?
What if I don't know the people that you're listing?
For sure you do. We talk about them all the time. Like, I went and I thought about this, and like everyone that I listed are people that you definitely for sure know. Okay?
Okay.
Just FYI, don't get mad. The first couple are just for kicks. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Number 1. Chris Wu versus Huang Zitao.
Oh my god. Chris Wu.
Oh wow! Okay, so Chris Wu and Huang Zitao are, from the band XO, and they both came back to China to do their solo careers. We already know our feelings on Chris Wu from previous episodes, but Huang Zitao or Tao we've never talked about him until now. So what is your why?
I think Huang Zitao is like really, like he's a little bit too immature and full of himself, I mean, we're gonna get haters for this. But I mean, I think Chris Wu is also like a little, like honestly, I find them both like a little bit too arrogant and like cocky. But I think Chris Wu would be easier to deal with as a person. Like, he might be a very nice person to be friends with, whereas I can see Huang Zitao being kind of an irritating friend,
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fair enough. Okay, so next round. Chris Wu versus Lu Han. Oh, wow, okay. So, again, the third EXO member has come out. Lu Han. Why Lu Han?
He seems less arrogant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this has nothing to do with looks here, huh?
This really doesn't.
Because if it were me, I'd pick Lu Han all the way just because of his looks.
I'm not attracted to him. I'm not attracted to any of those three people.
He's just pretty.
Even
as when I listened to EXO in the very beginning, he was one of the more attractive ones.
I like Zhang Yishan better than him.
Oh, cool. He's not on your list.
Okay, great. That would have been a curveball.
Next, Lu Han versus Chen Weiting.
Lu Han. I really don't like Chen Weiting. I mean, it's the same thing where he's just a little, like, you picked all these people that are just, like, a little bit too arrogant.
Told you, these first couple ones are just for kicks.
I know, but this is like a good list. You made a much better list than I did.
Yeah, and they all, you know, on our par each other of how much you don't like them. So then you really have to choose the one of the lesser of all evil.
I feel like Lu Han is like, I just don't have strong feelings about him in general.
Okay.
Versus like some of the others, I just don't like them.
Okay. Okay. Ready? Lu Han versus Yang Yang.
Oh, Yang Yang.
Ooh. Why Yang Yang?
Well, I think
His name is hard to say.
Yang Yang is his name is hard to say. I think that he, first of all, in terms of looks, he's definitely better looking than Lu Han. Like he has like definitely.
Oh really?
Yes, he has like model bone structure.
Okay.
Like he has like really nice like cheekbones and stuff, you know, like he's just really good looking. I think the problem with him is that he knows he's really good looking.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I think that the like being in love with himself and always having to look in the mirror thing would be irritating, but like otherwise he seems like he'd be like a really disciplined kind of person because of his military background, and like could be cool to be friends with.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Next. Yang Yang versus Hua Chenyu.
Yang Yang.
Oh wow! Why? Sorry, this is kind of shocking to me.
I feel like Hua Chenyu. Well, first, I'm not attracted to Hua Chenyu at all.
True.
Which, I mean, doesn't mean that I don't respect him a lot. I think he's very talented. But he also seems like he'd be like a little bit too spacey as a friend.
Spacey?
Like, yeah, like you know how when he was on Hua Yu Xiaonian, he just kind of wanders off by
like
himself
ditzy?
all the time. Yeah,
I get.
Well, not really.
He's too artistic. He's too artistic.
Yeah,
he lives in his world.
Yeah, but he could also be like a really interesting friend. Because you know he is really like, he seems like he'd be really creative and interesting to talk to, but I think he might just be a little bit too out there for me to pick him over Yang Yang.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay.
But that was a tougher choice than the ones before.
It is. So let me see. Your reigning winner is Yang Yang. He beat 3 people.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, ready? Yang Yang versus Wei Daxun.
Oh my god, this is hard. You know, because before I would have just picked Wei Daxun, but then I just watched that episode of Happy Camp with him on it, and he's like gotten such a big head.
Oh my god, I have to talk to him about that. But yes, continue with your pick.
So I'm actually gonna pick Yang Yang.
Oh my god.
Because I really would have picked Wei Daxun, but his head is just way too big, and like I think the fact that Yang Yang was just kind of like big-headed to begin with is a little bit easier for me to accept than Wei Daxun's like transition.
Because we fell in love with Wei Daxun because of his stupidity and humbleness and dorkiness, and then
because he was like a huge dork.
Yeah,
like he was a dork who didn't necessarily care so much about looking good so much as like being himself, and I think the change in him has really.
But you know what though? I feel like recently, at least, okay, so the first time I noticed that was when he went on Happy Camp because of that show, that drama, 什么爱情传说千年 or something like that, right? The one that Jim Boran was in, but they made a second version of. 爱传说千年, I don't remember the name.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Oh, I mean, I guess I watched that episode, but I was just confused about what was happening, I guess.
But that's the first time I noticed that happening, and I was like, oh wow, because he was in this like major drama and he's the male lead. I think that's when he got that big head. But then recently, the most recent one I watched of him, I feel like he's kind of embraced the fact that he's got a big head, so then he's kind of making fun of himself for having that. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like people are all saying these things, so then I'm gonna go revert back and say, haha, yes I do, and then say all these mean things to people. You know, just for fun. At that point, it's like he's just kind of making fun of himself.
Yeah, but it's still not like, I think the thing is he's not funny enough to pull that off. Okay. Like when he does it, it's not really funny. It's just.
Oh, see, this is the perfect example of 男神变渣男. Is that what it is, or is it called 掉粉?
Maybe I am the fun that was diaoed.
Okay. Back. Let's
Okay,
see.
okay.
So you chose Yang over four people.
Yeah, I didn't
Cool.
expect him to make it so far, but
Me either. That is interesting. I would have never gone that far. Okay. Yang.
honestly, if you had asked me like 3 months earlier, Wei Daxun would have beaten him
Yeah,
like, so
easily.
quickly.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? Yang versus Ma Tianyu.
Ma Tianyu.
Just because of 放给我 baby, huh?
Yeah, because he's such a good parent.
What happened?
I'm attracted to responsibility. You know that.
Yeah.
I love people who are responsible, and he's just very responsible and gentle. And yeah,
Okay.
I just want
Because
just want him
honestly,
to give
after
me a
放给我
hug.
baby, I really don't know who he's in. He's actually in a couple of dramas I remember, but he's never gotten male lead. He's always kind of like the second role, right?
He was in that movie. You know that one author who's like really short and kind of. He did what's the name of that? 小时代. What's his name?
小时代, no.
No.
He was not in that.
No, the director. Guo Jingming.
Yeah, what about him?
Oh, Ma Tianyu was in like one of his, like an adaptation of his book. I don't remember which book.
Okay,
But he was in
that.
that like movie
We'll look it
slash
up.
whatever movies in there, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Ma Tianyu versus Wei Chen.
Wei Chen.
That
You.
I kind of saw coming. So we're getting down to the last three. So you better expect these to be kind of hard. I think they're
I
kind
think
of
it's
hard.
gonna be hard.
Okay.
Honestly, you've gotten to like one of the Wei Chen is one of the ones that is going to potentially just beat everyone else, depending on who else you have.
Cool.
I just love him a lot. I love him a lot. He's one of the first artists that I got into when I started getting into C-pop, at least like contemporary stuff that is not like, you know, stuff from the 1990s from Hong Kong.
Yes, not from my childhood. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. He's definitely one of the front runners in like more modern Chinese music now.
He's a really good singer. I think he's really talented. I really like him.
Okay. And he's not bad looking.
Yeah.
Plus,
He's really good looking, actually. I mean, I think he's really.
he is.
And he's a sweet guy. He's just like generally like really sweet. Like if you see him on variety shows, he just seems like
Yeah.
a really nice guy.
Yeah, he's kind of quiet though. He's like kind of quiet and sweet. He's trying to get out of his bubble a little bit more, but I don't know. I think he's also one of those people who are just there, to be honest. Okay,
I love him.
are you ready to name a bronze medal?
Yeah.
Wei Chen versus Li Yifeng.
Wei Chen.
Oh, okay. So your bronze medal is Li Yifeng.
Honestly, Ma Tianyu would have beaten Li Yifeng.
Oh, really? But you like Li
Yes.
Yifeng?
I do. He's cute, but I mean, can he take care of a baby?
Huh?
Can he take care of a baby though?
Well, you never gave him a chance to. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay. Last, I don't think this is very surprising, but Wei Chen versus Jin Rai.
Wei Chen.
Ooh. Okay.
I can't believe. So I told you, like, so before we started recording, I told her that there's like two people that if she ever brought them out in a death match would really be like the hardest for me, and those are Wei Chen and Xiao Wu.
Oh my god, I totally forgot Xiao Wu.
I know.
Oh my
'cause he's in the military
god.
service.
You know what? That is true. You know what? See, I could have made a 20-person list. I had to break it down. And I totally forgot about Xiao Wu.
He would have, like, honestly, like, they would have just, like, what is that? They would have just killed each other. You know, like, I can't
You can't
decide
pick,
between
really?
them.
You wouldn't be able to pick Wei Chen and Xiao Wu. Let's just add it. Xiao Wu.
Why? That's cheating. That happens after everything else happened. I don't know.
What is it about Xiao Wu that you like? Because honestly, I can't see the appeal.
I think he's such, like, okay, well, he's had a really hard life story. He's a pretty good singer. He tries really hard. Like, I just, like, you know, the hardworking, responsible type is my type.
Okay, I see.
You know?
I see.
It always is.
You
and
bought into
I-
his sob story.
Yeah, yes. I also think like he just works really hard and like I don't know. I respect the fact that he's one of the very few Korean idols that uh, went to China to make it instead of trying to stay in Korea, and I think that's a really brave thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And like I mean, I think he's really good on Tian Tian Shang Shang actually. I think he tries really hard. But actually I'm probably still going to pick Wei Chen.
You would pick Wei Chen?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
I don't know. It's hard because, okay, the reason those two are really hard is because I'm not necessarily like romantically attached to them. I just really love them, you know? And so it's kind of like that kind of like, I just love them over everyone else. And so it's hard to like compare those things with like, for example, my love of Jing Boran, which is, based on my crush on Jing Boran.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Wow, Wei Chen is your number one. Yeah.
Well, I would say that he and Xiao Wu are pretty tied for
Yeah, but at
first.
this point, I didn't even put Xiao Wu in there. So, per rules of the game, Wei Chen is your number one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Who
cool.
was number two?
Jean Boran.
Oh. I totally even forgot about him.
Oh, we could put an insert and
Honestly,
say that number two is Xiao Wu, just for the sake of it.
honestly, it would probably be Wei Chen, Xiao Wu, and then Ma Tianyu. Jing Boran is not
Oh
even in the
my
top three anymore.
god.
Knocked him out.
Now, per se for the game, I don't care. It's Wei Chen, Jean Boran, and Li Yufeng.
Okay. Alrighty.
Cool.
My turn.
Oh my god.
Or your
Okay,
turn,
so
I guess.
backstory. If you haven't noticed, all of A's choices were somewhat 小鲜肉, right?
'Cause
They're
that's my
somewhat
type.
小鲜肉. They're like late 80s to 90s pop idols. And I specifically told A that my idols were, my 男神们 were old. Not old, okay, not old, but were older generation and more mature. So I would say somewhere between late 70s to 80s even.
That sounds really misleading because it sounds like mid 70-year-olds to 80-year-olds.
No, like 1970s, okay? Like 70, like
Okay.
就是晚70后到80后的艺人.
Okay.
Okay? So I really hope you went with that structure because if you're gonna
I
give
don't
me
know.
Lu Han and Yang Yang, I'm gonna kill you.
That would have been really funny. I should have just done that.
No, but at that point
I
it's
was
just like,
very,
okay, who looks better? Well, no substance.
I mean, I don't know that there was a lot of substance to my answers.
There was substance. At the very end, there was substance.
Okay, so I eliminated the first two people on this list already because I had 12 people instead of 10. So we're gonna start with Wang Lee Hom and Jin Dong.
Wang Lee Hom and who?
Jin Dong, the actor.
Who?
Just kidding. I guess he loses.
Who? Oh, Jin Dong. Wait. He's from 伪装者, right? He's from 伪装者.
I don't know. He's from that detective show.
Do you know him or did you just put his name down because you researched 1980s actors?
No, okay, so I have never watched anything that he's in, but I know he's a very well acclaimed actor. He's like a serious actor, like a, 实力派, right? He's the one who refuses to be dubbed.
It is not fair because I actually know all these people I put on your list and have reason to. But okay, it's fine. Now that I know him.
Yeah, because I was like, you probably know him. You probably watch his dramas.
No, now that I know him. Because coming out of your mouth is when I get really confused because I don't know that you knew him. Okay. All right.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I thought you were going to say it was because my pronunciation is really bad, which is fair.
No,
it is very bad.
I just didn't imagine that name coming out of your mouth. That's why I was so confused. Okay.
Amazing.
Okay, so Wang Lee Hom.
Oh, is that your choice?
Definitely, because Jin Dong, like, yeah, it's only because recent year he's been in all these dramas that people are starting to know his name, and I liked him in Ode to Joy. How do you say that? Huang Song. Yeah, I liked him in that, but he's definitely not not someone I've like heavily researched or heavily really been into. So it's more just like a recent, he's just in your face type. Not to say that he's not like good looking and charismatic, but Wang Lee Hom is definitely like my childhood love. His songs,
Really?
his music, his voice, his looks, his English are all things that attract me to him. So definitely him, Wang Lee Hom.
Okay. Next one is Wang Lee Hom versus Huo Jianhua. Huo Jianhua.
霍建华.
Yeah, that guy.
Wang Lee Hom.
Still?
Because Huo Zhenhua, I like him. I do like his dramas. I've watched most of his dramas, and I actually watched him back in the day when he was in Taiwanese dramas, like as 偶像剧. And I really liked him back then too, but he's kind of too serious. He's kind of too serious.
Okay.
Just with interviews and things like that, he's very like that fatherly type. I mean, not to say that Wang Lee Hom is not, but I feel like Wang Lee Hom is more fun to be around. And then Huo Zhenhua, yeah, he's very good looking. He's a talented actor. That's all I can say. I mean, given any other situation, I still like him. But in this game, Wang Lee Hom.
Why do I get this feeling that maybe I put them in like a poor order and Wang Lee Hom is going to destroy everyone above him?
It might. That would be a really interesting turnout.
Okay. Wang Lee Hom versus Hua Chenyu.
Wang Lee Hom.
But you really like Hua Chenyu. That's why I put him farther up the list.
I do, but the reason I like Hua Chenyu is also because of his ability to... The thing is with Hua Chenyu, it's really funny because him on stage and him in person are two completely different people. Completely different. Like him on stage performing his songs, he's very into it. He's very dramatic. He's very charismatic. And he has a stage presence and he's really good at writing songs. But then him in real life, or you know, what we see of him in like shows and stuff, he's just awkward and like a little boy and kind of weird, and like he's an artistic type. So in that sense, it's like, yes, I love his music and anything he put out, I would definitely give it a chance. But as a whole, like all around person, Wang Lee Hom.
Okay. Wang Lee Hom versus Zhang Ruoyun.
Zhang Ruoyun. Oh.
Really?
No. I was just emphasizing the name because I didn't hear. Wang Lee Hom.
Oh my gosh.
This is getting... Wow. I didn't know I loved Wang Lee Hom so much. You know why though? Because he's like... It's one of those things where you know you always would like him. And then like if you see something that he puts out, you kind of go into it. But it's not like something that I would say repeatedly on like... You know, on repeat. You know? But it's like in the back of your mind like, oh, it's him. Like, I would always go to him. Zhang Ruoyun is just like... It's just fresh. Huh?
He's beaten 4 people.
Yeah. I honestly have a feeling as to what you're gonna say to me, that he's gonna beat the whole list. Because all these other people are so new that it's like you can't really kill like what 20 years of existence.
This is your Zhang Xueyou.
No, I don't like him.
I don't feel attracted to Zhang Xueyou at all. But I mean,
I don't either, and I don't know. Still.
Okay. Anyways, so we're at
you're at Zhang Ruoyun, but I chose Wang Lee Hom.
Okay, Wang Lee Hom versus Chen Kun.
Oh.
Did I get a good one this time?
You did.
I feel like I finally got a good one.
You know, but the weird thing about Chen Kun is he kind of was off the radar for a while, and I liked him like when I was younger, which is kind of weird because he's like really old. So is Wang Lee Hom, but I'm just saying. Even when I was younger,
they're probably around the same age.
Huh?
They're probably around the same age, aren't they?
Maybe, yeah, probably. Oh my god, because one is a really talented singer, musically it touches my soul, and one is a really good actor, and visually touches my soul. And they're both like
visually touches your soul.
My eyes. Visually touches my eyes.
I'm gonna start saying that. I love him because he visually touches my soul.
Oh,
I'm
ooh.
crying a little bit. I'm laughed so hard I'm crying a little
You
bit.
know what though? You know what? Just for the sake of funsies, I'm gonna choose Chen Kun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I like his honesty. He's very honest. If you see him in like interviews and shows and stuff, he's never like he was. The thing is, he also made like a 180 change throughout these soon couple of years. He's kind of had like this revelation of I'm not gonna give two shits about anyone else and just be who I am and be happy. Because back in the day when he just started out, he knew that he was a really good looking actor, and he kind of had that cockiness and kind of had that ness that people disliked of him, and that's why he kind of like I think he stopped for a while, and then he came back. And then now he's like on these shows and he's like really happy and really bubbly and really stupid. But he's like also this 40-some, almost 50-year-old guy. And I think I like his honesty. I like his yeah. Chen Kun.
Okay. Chen Kun versus Ma Long.
Who?
Ma Long, the table tennis player.
Wait, say that again?
Ma Long.
What the frick is Ma Long?
You know that, okay, I might just not know how to say his name. That ping pong player that you really like from the Olympics.
Oh my god! Okay, so here's the thing. There's probably other Ma Longs or whatever in the celebrity business, not in ping pong. No,
Ping
I
pong,
did
I
not
said
like
ping
Ma
pong.
Long. I did not like Ma Long. I liked, what is that other guy's name?
Wasn't it whatever, the ping pong dude.
I know,
Whatever
but
ping
the
pong
other
dude's
ping
name
pong
is.
dude is the one that I liked instead of him. What is his name? But I don't know his name. I like him, but I don't know his name.
Would you pick ping pong guy over Chen Kun? I don't think you
I don't
would,
think
but
so.
I don't know.
I'm not going to.
Whatever his name is, ping pong dude.
Wait, this is gonna bug me now. Okay. But yes, I picked Chen Kun.
I'm so sad. I thought that it was really hard for me to figure out what this person's name was because I don't follow table tennis at all. Chen Kun versus Eddie Peng.
Who?
Peng Yuyan.
Say that again.
Eddie Peng. Eddie Peng. I'm speaking English right now, okay? Please cut me some slack.
Okay,
Do you know what I
Yuyan.
said now?
Now I know what you said. Eddie
Okay.
Peng Yuyan. That's a good one. Peng Yuyan.
Why?
Because he's hot. Oh.
Okay.
What?
Hypothetically, if I had put him against Wang Lee Hom, would he still have won?
Oh, I think so. You know why?
Good to know.
You know why?
Why?
Because he's
No.
single.
That is a very important consideration. That's what got Jingboran bumped off the top 3.
See, very importante. This is why people can't reveal their like freaking relationships, because we have fans who don't like them because of it.
Tragic.
No, Peng Yuan, because he's just he has a never aging face. Isn't that weird? Like, he's just never aging. He doesn't change. He just gets better looking by the year.
I think you could say that about a good number of Chinese celebrities.
True, but him being one of them.
Yeah. Sometimes it's kind of weird, like, I don't know, like when you watch like Happy Camp or whatever and they show a picture of them from like 20 years ago and you're like, you look the same.
It's crazy, yeah. But
Okay.
Peng Yuan also, just because he's so versatile, he's done so many movies of different genres that it's like he's very moldable and very versatile, and in each movie that I've seen him in, he's done well. I don't think I mean, maybe it's just my bias, but no,
Mhm.
I like him. And he's just a dork. He's also just a dork. I feel like we're both attracted to that dorky, like fun,
Yeah.
like personality, but yeah.
Comes in a different
Like,
packages.
who's comfortable, huh?
But I feel like we're attracted to the same type of personality, but in different packages because, like, we don't have the same type at all.
No, not at all. But the same type of personality, definitely, for sure. Like, you have to be a great person on screen, and then you have to have the personality for me to think that you're my Nansen. Because there's a lot of great, talented people out there. Like, let's be honest. But there's
Mm-hmm.
one thing that'll make him your Nansen versus not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So Eddie Peng versus Hu Ge. Hu Ge.
Hookah?
Yeah, whatever his name is. Okay, first before we go through this, I was looking at like that post you put up on Tumblr, and you like it was like hashtag, and then it said HUGE, and I read hashtag huge.
No, I saw that too. I'm sure people are gonna say huge. I should have just put like capital H, capital G.
You shouldn't put a space between those words.
Fine. Well, I didn't know hashtags could be space. I thought they had to be one word. At least with Instagram, that's what.
No, and Tumblr you can have more than one word.
Anyways, hookah.
Mm-hmm.
No, Peng Yuan.
Okay.
Which is really cool because I love. Okay, so another thing I love is when celebrities interact with each other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Hugo and Peng Yuan go way back.
Oh, really?
They go way back when they were in 仙剑奇侠传 and in 杨家将. Both dramas they were in together and they were like brothers or they were like really friendly. And yeah, and they were both at one of their friends' weddings together as groomsmen. It's really cute.
Oh, whose wedding was this?
Yuan Hong.
Oh, I know him.
You know him? Yeah. They're his wedding and then
him.
they were both yeah. Because they all three of them were in a drama together and they had a good friendship. I don't know, I just think it's really cute. They go way back.
So now they're all besties.
Now they're all besties and groomsmen, and now when everyone gets married, they're gonna be in the picture.
Nice.
Yes, but Huga is, I don't know. I liked him when he was in 仙剑奇侠传, when I was like really young and I watched that and thought it was super cool. Now I just think the graphics are like crazy weird, but but after that it's just he's a great actor and and all, but I don't think I have that devotion to him.
Okay. So Eddie Peng versus Wang Kai.
Are we getting close to the end?
This is the last one.
This is the last one? You put Wang Kai at the very end?
Yeah, I thought you liked him a lot, but I guess I was wrong.
I did. I do. But in comparison to Peng Yuan, it's definitely Peng Yuan. Oh,
so
yay! Peng Yuan!
I was completely off. So, your ranking, number 1 is Eddie Peng, number 2 is Chen Kun, and number 3 is Wang Lee Hom.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna...
Yeah.
Yeah! That makes sense. That makes sense! In comparison to your list, I think that makes sense.
I'm sorry.
You know what though? It's like if we don't come up with these things and actually do it, you really don't know, or I really don't know who, it would be. Because I don't mention these things at all. Like, I don't talk about them. They're just in the back of my mind. Like, if it happens to show up, I'll definitely watch them and support them. Oh, that's kind of cool.
So is there anyone that was not on your list that should have been on your list?
Not that I can think of right now, to be honest with you. I might think of it like in the next day, but no, not right now. I think you pretty much got it.
Wow. I was really surprised that you remembered my extreme love of Wei Chen.
Yeah, of course. You put his song on the car that one time for me to listen, and I didn't really like it, but I'm just saying.
Oh, I think I showed you that song for the purposes of hearing his awful rap.
Yeah.
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 Oh, goodness. That was pretty bad.
Oh, wow. That was fun.
That was really fun. Oh, exciting.
Okay, cool. Okay. But let's go back to Huang Zitao because I wanted to say something because I was going to say that Happy Camp is on their 20th anniversary this year.
Oh, wow.
That's really, really cool that they've done that show for 20 years and all of them have been on it for 20 consecutive years. And the funny thing is, I don't know if there was episode before this week or like a couple weeks ago. You know how they do the 不好意思让人 segment?
Mm-hmm. The one that I don't like.
Yeah, there's a group of people who did like a reenactment of their old introduction music video. The la 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 la. Wait, is it that song or some other song? But anyways, it's one of those songs. They did a reenactment on stage and it looked exactly like them. Even though
Really?
it was just really interesting. And then they did it, and then like the whole cast was like crying because they
Oh
like
no.
reenacted it like on stage.
Which episode was this?
I think it was like 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago.
See, the thing is, I stopped watching that segment, so then,
Yeah,
like, when it gets to that
it's the
segment, I just.
one with what's her name? Oh my god, what's her name? I think Dunlun was in it.
Oh, was he?
Hey, we didn't mention Dunlun.
I know. I thought he was gonna come up on my list.
No, because you didn't really know him until like you just saw him.
Yeah, but he would have beaten out like the first half of that list. I
Oh,
mean,
wow.
if you put him against
Wow,
like
just
Chen Wei
because he's
Ting.
good looking?
No, because you put him against like Chen Wei Ting.
No, no. But what was I saying? Yes. Speaking of which, so Huang Zitao was on the last week's episode with what's her name again? Oh my gosh. Okay, with Chen Weiting. With Chen Weiting and this other girl. Oh my god, what's her name? I'm blinking out. That girl that was that acted in Hua Qiangu.
Oh,
Zhang Liying.
What?
Zhang Liying.
Yeah. No, Zhao Liying.
Zhao Liying. Okay, yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. 'Cause I was thinking
Yeah.
something else. Anyways, Zhao
She's
Liying,
cute.
yeah,
I like
with
her.
her, Chen Weiting, and Huang Zitao. They were in it last week. And then I remember, because I have the same opinions about Tao then as you. That's the same, right? We share the same opinions. But after watching that, I just kind of felt like he's just like a brutally honest person. Like he's just, how do you say it? Like it's not that he's really being 大牌 or anything like that. He's just like, he has that humor that's like blatant honest humor. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
black, not black humor, but like you know what I mean? Like something that's so like sarcastic and cynic about it.
Yeah.
But I think that's just honestly that's him. Not that he's trying to make anything of it or trying to be something that he's not. That's just literally him. And you know, after watching that, I was like, okay, I don't have that like bad feelings for him anymore. Like the fact that he was immature or like whatever. But I think it's just him, and it's not. Yeah, that's, I don't know,
Interesting.
that's kind of just wanted to say.
I mean, I haven't seen it, so maybe I will
Yeah.
also change my mind. Maybe he'll beat out. Actually, no, I eliminated him first, huh?
Huh?
I was like, maybe after I watched that, he'll move farther up on the list. And then I was like, wait, actually, I eliminated him before I eliminated anyone else.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Anyways, but Happy Camp, they changed their background or their stage, and I
Is it
mean,
a
there's
new
like
stage?
LED everywhere, and it's like
Oh
super
my
decked
gosh.
out. Yeah,
LEDs
I mean,
everywhere.
yeah, yeah, basically like moving LEDs and stuff.
Dang.
But yeah, I'm really happy for them. I really love the show.
Yeah, I mean, because I remember they had that when they installed that swimming pool. That was a big deal.
Yeah, what? Let's talk about that. What were your kind of like your favorite and or unfavorite segments of the show?
I mean, I'm not caught up on it, so I don't know what the new segments are. But my favorite games have always been the 谁是卧底 and 请相信我 type games.
Yeah.
Because I think those are so
Like
funny.
the brain games.
Yeah, because then it's like you get to see how good people are at lying, and like I think the producers also do a really good job of finding like the really unbelievable story that's true.
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of 请相信我. I think that's just I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it, but I do like 谁是卧底, the one with it's basically like mafia or like you know.
I don't think so.
Not really, but yeah. But then they did play like mafia and that new game.
Yeah, I thought that was okay. I like Mafia, but I think that it's strange that it has found new appeal in the Chinese market after so many years of existing.
They just revamped it and made it something else and with like different characters. It's really big now. It's super big now because people actually play it professionally online, like with strategy, and they show you how to
Really?
play. Yeah, and then
Dang.
there's like actual shows or like videos or like streams of people playing.
Wow.
Yeah, and then remember how I mentioned 奇葩说, that show to you?
Yeah.
the debate show.
Yeah.
They made like with those people, they made an extra show of them just playing Langsa.
I feel like they would be good at it because they're
They
also
are.
like quick-witted.
It's really funny to watch. Actually, I love.
Honestly, I feel like they would be good at like 谁是卧底.
Yeah, like
'Cause,
those
like,
lying shows and like
yeah.
because they're good at talking you into things that you don't believe.
But you also have to think fast, you know?
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
all
and they
think
do.
so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that would be so fun to watch. They should
Right.
do that instead.
But also,
Yeah. Oh no, you go ahead.
I was gonna say another one that I really like that kind of just kind of lasted like a couple episodes is 我想静静.
Oh,
Do you remember that?
that one was pretty funny.
I thought it was super funny. Where okay, so they have to do these tasks, right, and not make any sound. A lot of them are super funny because when they're doing it and then it goes like the meter goes up and they're like freeze and it's like a GIF, you know?
Yeah.
It's hilarious. I wanted to see more of that, but I don't know why they just kind of stopped it.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned you didn't like the pool thing.
I don't like the pool one. I mentioned of like our first episode that I don't like their 不好意思让一让. Yeah, I don't really like those. But I actually one thing that I noticed, I feel like Chinese television is a lot better at incorporating internet culture into their content. Like
They're really good, or really, did you say really good?
Yeah, really good at it. Like, you know, like trying to like they reference like memes and like they slow things down so they look like GIFs. Yeah. And like, you know, they make references to pop culture that I think are not as common in American television. And I was just like, that was just something I noticed as I was watching. I don't remember what I was watching, but I just think that's interesting because it makes it helps to keep you relevant, I feel like. Yeah. How do you feel about those segments?
The new segments?
Yeah.
Same thing. I'm not a big fan of 不好意思让一让. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, other segments like where they play games and stuff. Oh, also really like the one where they spell out letters with their bodies. You know, like the one like they write Chinese letters with their bodies. I think it's just really funny because then He Lao is always the one that's like pulling everybody around.
Yeah. No, you know, the one where they have to do like the poses on a mat and it's like you have 2 fingers, 1 leg.
Yes! Like... Oh my god, that game! If you say that game, I have to mention Zhang Yishan. He is like, he is the god of that game. If anybody watches 快乐大本营 and then search Zhang Yishan, him playing that game is the most hilarious thing.
Because he tries to do everything by himself.
And he's like, it's like 2 knees, and he's like trying to stand on his knees, and he's like 1 head, 2 fingers, and he's like kneeling down with his head down, like 2 fingers on the ground. Like, what are you doing? You have like 3 buddies. Like everybody's just like, yeah. And then like the whole time is like, after He Lao reads the instruction, it's like 张一山跪下. That's the first thing he does. Is he kneels onto the mat. But please watch that segment. It's hilarious.
I also like the ones where, I mean, there's variations of this, but the one where they have to, you know, like the 谁能吃辣 or whatever, like where they say like, oh, like you call out to somebody. It's kind of like that game. There's like I remember playing this game in high school. It's like called Animals or something, where like you call out someone else's nickname and then they have to like say a certain thing and then like respond and then
those are pretty funny too. And with that game, you need to watch Teng Kun in it. Oh my god, he's so dumb. His most recent was him, and then it was Yuna. Yuna was on it from Girls' Generation.
Yeah.
Him and Yuna in that episode are just hilarious.
I mean, I feel like generally that's just a funny game. My favorite people are like to watch doing that game are Li Weijia and Xian because they're hilarious every time they play that game.
Yeah, well, it's them. They not invented the game, but they live in it.
Yeah, they're funny.
Okay. Do you want to wrap up with some Recs and Recs today? All right.
I have 1 recommendation and 2 train wrecks.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So my recommendation is, so you know Xiao Yu, the singer?
Is what?
Xiao Yu.
Xiao Yu.
Yeah, the Taiwanese singer. He released a new album called 同在. And I really like him. It's his first album release in, I want to say, like 4 years. But he's a
Mm-hmm.
really, I really like him. And he recently released a song called, I think, How About This?
Mm-hmm.
这样怎么样 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really good. I really liked his other song that he released from this album too. But that one came out this week. And so that one's really good. I recommend that you listen to it. It has a really kind of old school orchestral feel, which is
Mm-hmm.
interesting. And then my two train wrecks this week. My first train wreck is Wuxin's haircut. Have you seen her short
Oh my
haircut?
gosh.
Have you seen it?
Oh my, yes, I have. Okay, so here's the thing. In we now we are married. 我们相爱吧.
Uh-huh.
Him and Peng Weibo. So I literally was just watching this.
Uh-huh.
They were saying like they were trying to pick like couple names for each other,
Uh-huh.
and then they were saying, okay, so Wang O and Ming Dao were like Wang Dao 组合, like a really cool name.
Yeah.
And then they were saying, okay, online we're called I don't remember what the name was. It's basically because it was because Wu Xin looked like a boy at that point because of her short haircut. So then the name was like super like a boy's name, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, and it feels so bad because like I actually think she kind of looks cool.
I don't. Okay, I thought she was wearing a wig for the first because I'm also watching that show, and
Uh-huh.
so then the first time I saw her haircut was when I think their second episode when
Yeah.
they go to Thailand, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's probably a wig because like sometimes people do that, right? Like they just
Uh-huh.
decide to wear a weird wig.
Yeah.
But then the second episode that they're in Thailand, so, which I think is like their third episode, like you see her
Yeah.
sleeping and she gets out of bed and it's the same hair, and I was like, oh no, oh no.
Yeah, I actually found out that one but her haircut because of Happy Camp. She was on Happy Camp. It came out on Happy Camp before it came out on 我们相爱吧.
I feel like it was less noticeable in Happy Camp.
No,
I don't
it's the
know.
same.
I don't know. I think the worst part of her haircut is like the two short straight bangs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think that's what really makes that haircut a train wreck for me. I don't. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think Wuxin is actually really pretty, but I just think that haircut was a bad choice.
I don't know. I think she can pull it off. She'll pull it off. If not,
Yeah,
it'll grow out.
It'll
fine.
grow out. I think
It's
once her
fine.
bangs grow out, it'll look better. Her
That's
bangs are
the
just
look,
really
but that's
short.
the look. The look is short bangs and short
Is that
hair.
in? Is that in?
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna do it, but I'm just saying.
It reminds me of when I was in like kindergarten, when I just like one time I like decided that I knew how to cut my own bangs, and so I was like watching TV and I cut my bangs by myself, and it came out all jaggedy and short, and my mom was like, "Oh my god,
Oh
what
my
did you
god.
do?" So,
Okay, cool. The next one?
oh, and my last train wreck is this a performance from Superboy by Yang Shi guy. His name is Wang Nanjun. And he did a
Uh-huh.
rendition of Bang Bang, the song by Ariana Grande.
Oh my god, so I actually saw that.
You saw that? You haven't watched. I thought you haven't been watching it.
I haven't been. I just kind of streamed it, like skipped through some of the segments.
Yeah, no, it was because okay, first of all, it's always a bad choice to sing a song where the original singers have really powerful voices because it's very, very hard.
Like the song choice in general, I don't understand.
I mean, yeah, but then I feel like because then when people do that, like when people sing Beyonce songs, for example, on like Chinese shows, I'm always like, you have to be really, really good for it to sound like,
yeah.
for me to not compare you to Beyonce and find you lacking, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that that's a similar thing with that song because you have Jessie J and Ariana Grande who are really, really like, they can belt, you know?
Yeah.
And so it was like a poor choice. I also have mentioned before that he needs to stop singing songs in English because despite the fact that he thinks his English pronunciation is really good, it's not.
Yes.
And overall, like his voice was just not strong enough for that song, and so it sounded like bad karaoke.
Yeah, but like his judge or his the Li Jian, right, is his mentor. Like loved
Yeah.
it. He was like loving it.
Yeah, and he didn't lose. He didn't lose.
Yeah. That's how bad people's like what is that called?
Like their taste.
Yes. That's how bad people's tastes are.
It was so bad, and I was like, because okay, the two people, like the two acts that competed against him, were like so much better than he was. So I don't know.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. People just like powerful stages or like really 华丽 stages, but they don't really they're not actually listening to the song or itself. I don't know.
It wasn't that good of a stage.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hence why I'm not watching the show.
Oh, by the way, like I'm not going into the full recap this week, but Yang continues to rap unintelligibly. And he continues to win even though he raps unintelligibly.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll talk about that next week. Your full recap of Superboy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you for listening to this week's episode of the LALA Show. For more information on the things we talked about today and or links, please visit us on Tumblr at thelalashow.tumblr.com. We release new episodes every Saturday, so tune in next Saturday for a brand new episode.